Tingling ling ling.
Yeah, hi everyone.
अरे
Am I
आधे
audible?
घंटे से काम नहीं कर रहा है ये।
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Yeah,
sir.
I would I'll request you to please go on mute. Once we'll have a question answer session, then you guys can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Okay? Yeah, hi everybody. So what I would say, while the presentation, you can mute yourself. Once the presentation is over, we can ask, we will have few question answer session. How we'll do? We'll do the, you can put your questions on the chat window. Suryanshu can read those out, the relevant ones, then we'll interact. Is that okay? So, sure. All right, then you guys can go on mute and let me just share my screen. All right. Suryanshu, you can be on unmute so that I can check with you if I am audible or my screen is visible rather than asking the audience. All right. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once it is visible.
The screen is not.
Let's wait for some time.
Sir, it's visible.
Okay. So,
No, sir, it is not visible.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
okay. So there might
Oh,
be a
also
lag
90, sir.
due to your network connection. So you can wait for a while. I'll also go slow though, so that the screen comes up and everybody can see that. So now I would request everybody to go on mute. After end of this presentation, we'll have a question and answer session. So today we will be discussing on idea validation and presenting ideas. Is my camera on? Can everybody see me?
Yes, sir.
Suryanshu?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Right. If one person can say yes to a common question, everybody need not to say that. Okay, so I have with me my teammate Supraja, who is the Chief Growth Officer at both our startups, ProcurePal and BrandPlay. So today we'll talk about entrepreneurship. So this topic is about rapid idea validation and presenting your idea. Okay. So moving on to the first slide. This is a brief introduction about me. I have around 25 years of experience working with corporates like Lenovo, Xerox, Sifi, Reliance Communications. So I worked for these organizations for around 25 years, and then I started my own startups called ProcurePal and BrandBlaze. I'll not go into technicalities. ProcurePal is a software platform for e-procurement, and for BrandBlaze, we do startup accelerator. We help startups from their idea stage to their revenue stage. We help startups in all these basically steps. So these are the two companies with which I am associated. So I'll introduce you with my colleague Supraja. So Supraja, over to you for your brief introduction.
Thank you, Vikas. So, hi everyone. My name is Supraja Iyengar. So, I am the Chief Growth Officer at Brandblaze. So, I have corporate experience of nearly about 10 plus years. My predominantly, I was working with different government agencies and universities, supporting them with a lot of tie-up and activities and student exchange programs. Yeah, thank you, Vikas.
Nice. Thank you, Supraja. So, students, so first thing is, why do ideas matter? So we keep on getting a lot of ideas during the day. So if you see historically, first aeroplane to smartphone, everything was just an idea. Okay. So humans, looking at birds, they thought, why can't we fly? So from there, we got an idea about aeroplane, smartphone. So earlier travel days from one place to another, the postal system was there. Then there was a need to instantly connect with your relatives, loved one, and friends. That's how the idea of smartphone came. So there are many ideas. So what is the goal behind every idea? So every idea aim to make an impact. Okay, so it solves a problem. Like I just said, aeroplane. Okay, a smartphone. There are a lot many ideas where you try to improve process or inspire other. So that's the goal of a particular idea. Few ideas make your life comfortable, like say air condition, anything which makes your life comfortable, make an impact. That's the goal of an idea. Next comes, so if you see, we all are full of ideas depending upon our experiences, creativity, our perspective. So in the upcoming slides, we'll talk about few ideas which would come from the challenges. uh, we'll take an example of the school, as if you all are studying in the school. So to make it very very relatable to you all, we'll take examples of the school. All right, moving on to the next slide. So here we'll talk about idea validation. So what do you mean by validation? So if you have an idea, you have to test that idea. So testing that idea is known as validation. So when we say rapid means quick. How can you quickly test your idea is called your idea validation, so that people can use your idea. So why do you need your idea validation? So you need to know if your idea works or not works. Okay, it will save your time and energy. For example, if you have an idea of say building an application, first you will validate with your students, parents, teachers, if it actually solves any problem. So that is why we validate an idea. Then comes, what are the key steps of validating an idea? Okay, first is how people will act to see if your idea solves a real problem. So we'll discuss about those problems in subsequent slides, so you'll get the clarity on that. How do we do the validation? You'll ask the people around you, your teachers, your fellow students, your parents, your friends, and then you test your idea with that small group, probably your class, your friends at your residential colony, and then you implement improve your idea with their feedback. Okay, so we'll talk about all these in our subsequent slides. So very first thing is from where the idea comes. So you start observing these problems around you. I'll give you few examples. Okay, so say long queues during your break. So if you could build a simple app which could help organizing long queues at your canteen to give you faster food service. Second example can be uh, if you forgot you're doing your homework or your assignment, what about a fun app which could give you reminders about your homework so that you're always on your track when it comes to your assignments in the class. Next example can be okay, let's do this activity. Right now, I am a screen share. We can think of an idea on a problem around you in a school, and then you can maybe let's take 5 minutes to do this activity. You can just put few of the ideas in the chat window, then I can take you to the subsequent slides. Yeah, let's start putting some ideas on the chat window. Yeah, traffic. All right. Go on. Just. Okay, gap between two. Okay, breaks, transportation, travel, waste management, food. Go on. Oh my God. ISBN. EV charging. Nice. Cab frauds. Let's restrict this to school level only so that you can understand this in more practical situation. Agriculture, time management for student. Very nice idea. Cleanliness and hygiene. Nice. Nice. Prevention of accidents. Understood. So fair enough. I got an idea. So we'll start discussing these ideas in the subsequent slides. So you can stop sending the comments now. We'll go to the present. We'll go back to the presentation. So Praja, please do let me know if the screen is visible.
Yes, because it's visible now.
All right. So okay. So we'll talk about challenges in the school. Let me just take the laser pointer. Yeah. So I'm sure most of you would be, this is one of the challenges, heavy backpacks. Okay, you carry heavy backpacks to school. So idea can be a locker sharing system where, we'll have a digital library app to reduce the physical books. I'm just talking about these ideas in the school. Moving on, lost items. Uh, we often lose items like battery bottle, lunch boxes, stationery, pencil, whatever. Idea can be a lost and found mobile app where student can post whatever they have found out so that the people who lost their item can retrieve it. Bullying, very now it is restricted in schools and colleges, but yes, it is a serious issue. So being anonymous while reporting this to your class teacher or school authorities, or setting up a suggestion box, that would also be a good idea. Lack of break time engagement. I read somebody, some student writing in he or she has written in the chat box around break time between the two consecutive periods. So uh, students are often bored during the recess break. What about a break time buddy club or some app, where you can have quick games and activities? So these are few of the ideas. Yeah.
Sir, I only sent that message, sir. Actually, it's in my mother account. I am.
Fair enough, no worries. So we'll have a Q&A session after end of this. Thank you for putting your message across. These are few of more examples. Supraja, you want to cover these one by one if you want to?
Sure, sure, sure.
Please.
Yeah, so hi everyone. So as Vikas sir has highlighted on the challenges, so we need to understand what is the difficult in understanding the subjects. So what we can do is like for instance, most of you or some of you would find math interesting, science interesting, or other subject, but not all subject would be interesting. So we can have a platform or an application like a peer tutoring method where which could be AI based, which will help you in scheduling peer meets and exchange homeworks, test materials, prepare yourself for the test materials. And the next one, what other ideas could be is, finding friends with similar interest. Now, in school we have different houses, different activity group, and by finding students with similar interests is actually a challenge. So here, what we can do is we can create an app which can be like a hobby, and based on your hobby you can utilize this app to find your own friends. And we being students, we often tend to forget the important dates like of assignment submission. We can create an application where you would get a reminders of your homework or test that's upcoming, which can be linked to the calendar.
Yeah.
So, and also another challenge that often face is missing the buses.
लोड हो भाई हाँ बस
Can you please go on mute, everybody? Suryanshu, if you can put these guys on mute, whosoever has accidentally unmuted themselves. Yeah, Supraja, please go
Yeah,
on.
sure. So we can, have an application which will help you in tracking the bus status in real time, which would be GPS enabled.
Thank you. Thank you. So there are lot many ideas. So consciously we have given these examples so that you can relate this in a school rather than a real world technical example. So for example, too many tests at a time. I will not read each line. I'll just give a highlight of. So then there can be a test scheduling system which could balance your exam dates and all. Difficulty in asking question. We Many of us are shy asking questions to our class teacher in a class. Then it can be an anonymous question submission app where students can ask their doubt after the lessons. Okay, then paper wastage. I read somebody has written about wastage, sustainability and all, so which is where we have lot of paper waste during the assignments and all. If we have digital submission, many of the schools they have digital assignment submission. This is one of the problem and one of the idea. Exam stress is a huge challenge nowadays. So idea can be a school led mindfulness app or a meditation club where students can meditate and they can manage or relieve their stress. So these are few of the ideas. So next step is, when you have an idea, what should you do? As I stated earlier, ask for the feedback. Feedback from whom? You can ask feedback from your friends, like does this idea make sense? You can take feedback from your teachers. They have lot of real world experience, they can give you advice. So then you can talk to your parents, family members. So they comes with the different perspective, your grandparents, your parents, your siblings. So you can talk to your family about these ideas, and then be open on any suggestions. So whatever is in your mind, be inquisitive always. Try to ask these questions, how you want to use this idea, how you would like to improve upon what you are building. So this is the importance of when you ask for the feedback. Next is very very important, which is called testing your idea. So in this startup jargon we call it as MVP, minimum viable product. I will not go to the technicalities of what MVP is. So this is basically a prototype or mini version of your idea. So you prototype it like your this girl is doing whiteboarding. Okay, then you test this idea with the other people, like we discussed it in the previous slide. Once you build a small prototype, a mini version, you check it with your reference group for their feedback, how you can make it better. So what are the key basics of presenting your idea? First, it has to be clear. People should understand the way we have presented those 12 ideas in the previous slides. So problem statement was clear. Okay, then what is the idea and what is the outcome was very, very clear. So when you share this idea with your peer group, parents, family members, be very, very confident about your idea. Your passion and your enthusiasm should reflect in what you are talking about. And then be very, very creative. Okay, so use visuals, use stories, use pop. So for example, this presentation also, while building, we have taken we were very, very mindful that this has been our audience are students, so we have used these creatives which student would like, color scheme basically, which would go good with the students. And also while presenting these ideas, you need to be very, very uh, careful about the basics of these ideas. So next is, when you structure your idea, there are five pillars of the idea. So this is a pyramid. So it start with the hook. What is a hook? Hook is a catchy quote. Okay, when you talk to somebody, for example, lost and found, when you present your idea, your hook would be, ever lost your water bottle or a favorite pencil case? Imagine an app that would help finding it. So hook makes your audience interested in what you are talking about. Then comes your problem statement. Problem statement is, students frequently lose their items at school. Okay, so then comes the idea. So idea can be building a mobile app where students can post their lost and found item. So that's make that idea special. So then comes the benefit. Benefits can be, location tagging, photo uploads of the lost item, quick notifications when items are found. Then action, lost something, try the app and see how quickly you find it. So these are the five uh, pillars of the pyramid: hook, problem, idea, benefits, and action. So probably next 4 5 slides are repetitive. So just to give you an idea about how this pyramid works, we'll give you different examples of whatever we discussed in the previous slide. So next pyramid, over to Supraja.
I said that, the hook is important. So here, if you see, each application or each idea has a different hooking, statement, which will help the users to understand what this app is all about. Then, understanding what is the problem statement, then we try to create an idea clubbing the organized, like quick engaging activities during recess, for example, for break time buddies. Then how this app will be beneficial as students like your, it would help you in understanding the interest and instant group creation and fun activities. And it's very important to have a fun engaging, so that there would be more people who would be happy to use your app. Then you can say something like, join us today to make the breaking time exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So same for smart bus tracker. I'm sure many of you might have missed the school bus. So who care would be, have you ever missed your school bus? What if we could track it in real time? So nowadays there are apps in the school, Neo Tracker and all, lot of apps are there. So problem statement is, guys, if you could please go on mute. Student miss their bus and feel stressed, then their parents have to drop to the school. Idea is a GPS enabled app. So many of your schools, they have a GPS enabled app, so you can relate to this. Your parents tracking, okay, hurry up, your bus is 3 minutes 4 minutes away. So benefit is real time update while pick up or while drop. Your parents know where your bus is. Okay, and then action, let's make school travel stress free and safe. This is basically how the pyramid helps. Yeah. So canteen pre-order app, Supraja, if you want to cover this.
Sure. I know. In once there's recess in the canteen, there's huge line, and we tend to miss our periods because of the canteen lines. So this app can help in solving that problem, wherein you can pre-order your meal, go and pick it up in the canteen, where which will help you not to miss your period. Then this would be more recommended. Like you
Bro,
can
what
choose
does
your
she think this is, bro? It's some Domino's or something, bro.
Can you please go on mute? Thank you.
yeah. Yeah.
Supraja, please carry on.
Sure. So this will help you in picking up your own time slot so that you don't miss your break time or your lectures. And here you can have something like let's save time and use these kind of action words to more engaging content.
So now you all got the idea about how you use this idea presentation pyramid. So we'll not cover every slide. Just you guys can read it. I'll just pause for another 10 seconds. Okay. So this is another challenge, like classroom being noisy, and then light-based noise monitors and interactive noise level displays, and also this is basically the ideas. So this pyramid is to basically teach you how to present your idea with these 5 pointers. And then what are the tips for presenting your ideas? First, practice, practice, practice. So if you are participating in, say, culturals or any activity, you do rehearse a lot. Okay, so for anything, even your examinations, you do practice, practice, practice. That is very, very important. Body language is when you are on face to face or on virtual, so you have to make eye contact, smile, stand tall. So this is not related to any startup. This is whatever you do, these are very, very common. Okay. So next is time. So when you are pitching your idea to somebody, it has to be very, very crisp. Okay, and then be ready for the Q&A. If you are asking somebody, okay, this is my idea, they'll give you a feedback. So this is how you should present your ideas. Next is to make the presentations fun. Just take example of this presentation. We have created engaging visuals. Okay, when we were talking about canteen, canteen. When we are talking about the bus, there were visual related to the transport, and then you use props. Okay, to basically model your ideas. You can have a short video clips, and then you can have presenting idea activity in the group where people can present the idea into the group. So that is all about when you pitch your idea, you first brainstorm your idea. If you are a team of 3 4 5 students working on a particular idea, so every team member will come with a unique perspective. Then you structure your pitch. So many of you must have seen Shark Tank. So when they come, they have those 2 3 minutes to tell about who they are, what they do, what their product, how their product is different from their competition, and all, what problem they are solving. So you need to have that 2 3 minute elevator pitch, and then share and present your idea to the class. So this is how you pitch your idea in the real life. So the key takeaway of this presentation is validation for your idea is very, very important. When you test it, you take feedback, and then you improve with that feedback. Then comes your constructive criticism. Okay, so when you take a feedback, people may, so it will work, it won't work. So taking the constructive feedback about your idea is very, very important. Then comes the communication. So when you communicate or present your idea, it has to be very, very communicated with your vision, with passion, and you have to engage your audience so that it is not a monologue, so they can also relate to whatever you are building. So that is it. So Peter Drucker said the best way to predict the future is to create it. So thank you. This is my LinkedIn handle. If any of you, so this is a professional platform anyway. So I'll just pause it here. So anybody would like to after the session also for any guidance, these are our website. I'll drop my email ID also. So this is about this presentation. So anybody, if you have any Q&A, you can type it in the chat box one by one. We'll take those questions. Yeah, Neetu, you can wait. Ritvik,
This is Anvita. So
Vita.
what do you think is the most crucial part when you're presenting your or pitching in your ideas to people like investors?
Okay, nice question. Very, very nice. It's a very common question people ask. See, the first part is what is the problem? What problem your product or your application or your idea or your solution is solving is most critical. Okay, let's take real life example. Say Swiggy. Okay, you order food on Swiggy, Instamart, and all. So it solves a problem. You need not to step out of your house in comfort of your home. You can order groceries, whatever. So very first point in pitching your idea is your product should solve a problem. So remember in this presentation we spoke about multiple problems. Consciously we related all these problems to your school so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So that is the very first stage. Yes, next
Thank you.
please.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome, Neetu.
Sir, I'm Satvik, sir. So I have a
Yes,
few doubts on quick commerce related to the topic.
okay, go on please.
So, sir, like quick commerce, I have a lot of types, right, sir? So, if we come into the quick commerce business, so what is more important? What is more important in the pyramid?
See, right now, if you see specifically quick commerce, it's a very, very crowded market. So it's not an idea which is in the niche stage. All right, there are already people who are there. So, for example, Swiggy, Flipkart, Zomato, Blinkit, everybody is there. So, when you are entering into a say quick commerce type of a market, either you can have a first mover advantage or you can have a last mover advantage. First mover we cannot take since people are already there. So when you enter as a last mover advantage, you need to see where are the gaps in the existing players. Okay, in Swiggy, as a user, if you think, okay, this is what I would like to be in this app. Okay, say if somebody is environmentally conscious, I want my given my rider coming on say a battery powered vehicle rather than a vehicle which is run on a fossil fuel. I'll prefer this delivery boy because he is saving the environment. Okay, I'm just giving an idea. Then you need to see how different are you from the existing players in the market and try to incorporate that idea in your product. Everywhere it happens. Okay, the new entrant, they are smarter than their predecessors. They try to put those features in their product which their existing predecessors are not having those features in their product. Yeah, so we'll be very, very quick since there are many students, so I'll try to be more quick. Let's stick this to this topic like ideas and validation of your ideas. So let's stick to the topic.
Thank you, sir.
So
Yeah.
can you validate my idea? Basically, I made a device from like not that like high end, like from Arduino. So basically, like there are flex sensors on like the hand, like five flex sensors on the fingers and one on the wrist, which like if you bend it in a specific pattern, it gives the like text output on the LCD screen for the visually impaired people. And like there are
Yes.
413 million people across the world. So is it like
Very nice, Bhavik. Very, very nice idea. In fact, There is a term called BCI, brain computer interface. After this session you can google this. So what is, so you're talking similar to that. Here you can maybe, flex your fingers and output would go to the screen. Similarly, BCI is if somebody is say bedridden or he cannot move, there are mobility challenges. Something would be a computer and your brain, there is an interface, so that from your thoughts that action might perform, a computer will perform that action. So this is closely to what BCI, maybe in few years we'll have systems wherein people who cannot move their limbs, they can send signals through their brains to the device, and that would happen. So very good idea, you must work on it. So start studying more on BCI, brain computer interface. It would help
So,
you to
but
refine
won't
your
that
thought.
but won't that be like little too expensive and complicated? Because this product is like only 3,000 rupees. That will be
Oh, nice.
like 50K or something.
Then what you need to do is you build a MVP or a prototype, what you discuss, then test this with your users. Okay, if somebody, whosoever is your test case, try to test it in a smaller group, 10, 15. Then you see how they are getting impacted, and then you go ahead with the help of angel investors, VCs, for mass production of that. So this is how you must scale.
Yeah.
Test it in the real time environment, Bhavik. Nice idea.
So
Uh,
let's
sir, can you ask?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
Yaved.
Sir, I want to ask one thing. I have an idea of hydroponic plant kits. So, how can we
Yeah.
incorporate AI in our kit?
See, I may not be able to answer that question in AI. See, hydrophonic is something which would solve a challenge of nowadays space. Okay, it may not require a horizontal space and soil. It would require a tower where water can give nutrients to the plant.
Hmm.
So AI might be, there might be some IoT based sensor or AI based sensor which would maybe control the supply of water to that tower. So there are multiple things which AI, especially I could, as of now, I could see the flow of water, or maybe that which could be controlled by some of the sensor which AI would sense.
Okay. Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
sir, can I ask you a question?
Please, Rutvik, go on.
Sir, as you mentored many startups and led many startups, right, sir? So, how do you personally validate your own ideas before moving forward with it?
Very nice question, Rutvik. So we, as a founder or anybody, we are very emotionally attached to our idea. Once idea comes to our mind, we start building the prototype or the application or whatever. So best way is to validate your idea in terms of your product market fit. So if you are building a commercial product, there has to be a market. Okay. So we usually, the startups what we mentor at Brandblaze or IITs or IIMs, what we do market research. Okay, if we launch this idea, how big is the market? Okay, how big is the addressable market? So the first word is equally important as the second word. So market is very important, but addressable market, how much market you can address, is also very, very important. So you first see if there is a product market fit, if there is an addressable market, and then go ahead and launch your MVP, which is minimal viable product, which may not have all the features, which may have very basic feature. Test it with the real users, take their feedback, tweak in your product, and then launch the full blown product.
So, sir, are these the like the factors which you consider while investing your time and money?
Of course. So if there has to be a market to a particular product. If there is no market, what would you do building that product? So it should solve a particular problem. Okay, so that is one thing. So that is a separate topic altogether. Maybe in another session we can discuss about the product market fit. Okay, when you talk to investor, what should your pitch deck be and all that's calls for another session. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm audible?
Sir, I have a question.
Sir, I have an idea, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
I have a question.
One by one, please. One by one.
So, may I?
Sir, how did
Sir, may
Swiggy
I?
and Zomato build their market when there was no online food delivery?
Sir, can I ask my question now?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I am asking that how we can launch our MVP.
You can launch your MVP by doing the testing first. Okay, MVP, you know what it is. So if your product has say 10 features, you build your product with a minimum 1 2 3, and then you test it with the closed user. So that's what we call an MVP. Then you do enhancements of features in your MVP. So launching is basically going to your friend, family, your peer group and talk about, okay, this is what I've built, you use this, give me your feedback so that I can improve.
Excuse me,
So,
sir.
sir, can
Sir,
a product be an app?
Sir,
Excuse me, sir. May I ask you a question?
If you guys can go one by one, we could do
Sir,
that.
sir, continue one question, please, sir.
Yes, please. Yes.
Sir, how we sir, is a app means a product?
No, I
Is
didn't
app
get
a
you.
product?
App, yes, app is a product.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir. May I ask you a question? Sir,
Yeah, one by one.
sir,
what can be a good for an AI-based video editing app to make videos for beginners as a content creator?
See, there are multiple apps you can use. Canva. There are multiple apps you can Google it, so you would find that.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
so I have a
Sir,
question.
no, sir, we are not finding an app to create, sir.
We have recently built our video using an AI app. I'll ping you shortly. I'll give it to Suryansh. He will put it in that group. So we use 2 3 applications to build video.
Excuse me, sir.
So Praja, you if you
To
know, you
create
can
app,
maybe
is that website used for creating app?
yes.
Okay.
So there is this
I have a question, sir.
website called, yeah.
Uh,
So Praja,
ma'am,
you were saying something.
Yes,
Sir,
students who all want to know the app for making website, it's called luminous.ai. It's a mobile application app which is available on Play Store as well as iStore.
sir,
Mom, is
sir,
it?
can
I
I
have a question.
Mom, is
sir,
it?
Sir,
can you repeat the name again?
Mom, is it? Is it?
She will type
I'll
it.
just put it in the chat box. I'll just put it in the
So we can take 3 more questions. We
Sir, I have
can.
a
We
question.
Sir,
can
sir, sir,
Sir, I have a
sir,
question, sir. Is it necessary to create profit if we are providing society good facilities by creating an
very,
app?
Sir,
very valid question. I'll answer to this question. And we'll go to the next one. See,
sir, can you please repeat the app? Can you please repeat that name of the app?
Madam has put it on the chat window. You can see that. You can go to the chat window.
Sir,
so
actually,
I have
I'm
a
in a phone call.
so
Sir, actually, I'm in a phone call. I am not be able to see the chat box.
So Praja, can you tell the app name, please?
Sure, it's lumalabs.ai.
sir,
so
I have a
I have a question, sir.
Wait, I have to answer one question related to society. If just one by one, please. Otherwise, I will lose the flow. So, somebody has asked a very good question. If we are building something which is helping society, should it be profitable? So, see, profit is when you are running a business, it has to be self-sustainable. Okay, you are having people on board, you have multiple expenses. So I would say the engines should be self-sustainable, so that from the revenues it should cover your operational expenses. So there are a lot of NGOs who are doing good work to society. There are CSR, corporate social responsibility initiatives. So you must earn revenue so that you can do those expenses to keep your business up and running, which we call a self-sustainable economic engine to any initiative. It can be any business. So you must earn revenue. We are not talking about profits per se. Of course, if there are employee working in your startup, you have to pay them salaries. So you must earn revenue so that your business should run. Yeah. Next question, please.
So,
Sir, if the
I have
idea
a
is
Sir,
I have an
did you
idea,
in the
so
market?
can you give me review about
sir,
the idea? Like,
excuse me, sir.
Sir, my friend wants to say something, sir. He's trying to say, but he's
See,
not able to.
see, if everybody would talk, we'll not be able to hear anybody. I would request one by one. We can take three more questions, and what you can do,
sir.
you
Sir,
can ping your
sir, hands
questions
are
to
raised.
Suryanshu.
So, I would like to ask a
Wait.
question, sir.
Mhm. Yeah, tell me, please. Hriday, tell me.
Yeah, sir. So I wanted to ask you about our idea. Sir, we
Okay.
have an idea to make a parking app that
Okay.
finds parking for you. So,
Nice.
like wherever you are, with one click, it will find parking and navigate you to it. The
Absolutely.
something that me and my partner are worried about in this one is that if we do get successful, a larger company like Google can easily crush it. So do you think that's a big problem?
See, that happens, that can happen to anybody. So they call entry barriers. Okay. So if you are building something, you will come across multiple challenges. Those we call it entry barriers. So if somebody has to replicate it, they have to cross all those entry barriers. So of course, in any industry there are biggies, but there is place for every thing. So if everybody would like to own a Rolls Royce, then probably Maruti Alto would not sell. So I'm not saying so. In market there is everything for all the players. It cannot be a niche market for a single player. But yes, being a startup, try to create more entry barriers, try to solve more problems, so that once a new entrant comes, he has to cross all those hurdles to reach at a stage where you are. And early adapters and your early traction is very, very important. Your competition or whosoever it is, they may take time to basically reach up to that level. So consider example of chat gpt. So now we have bard, gemini, a lot of tools which have come up after chat gpt. So that would always be there. Okay, biggies would try to replicate whatever you are building, but if you have conviction, if your product or service actually solves a real problem, you have traction and users of that particular uh, basically service or product or an idea, that I don't would be
Sir,
everybody would try to replicate. He has to spend that much time to reach at a stage where you are right now. Yes.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
I have a question,
Sir,
sir.
please, I would very
Excuse
much
me, sir.
I would like
appreciate
to ask a
to share
question.
my idea with you.
Me,
uh,
our idea.
Sir, yes.
Suryansh, can we do one thing? We are actually approaching that time. If you could take the questions in the group, then probably I would go through them and I would respond it to them individually. So we
Sir,
can do
one
that.
last
If you
question.
could, yeah, tell me, Surendra.
Sir, my friend wants to say, he will say, okay, sir? Is that okay,
Okay,
sir?
sure. Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Uh, so, our idea is to prevent accidents, sir. We are using a special kind of fluid called non-Newtonian fluid. It is used to prevent
Nice.
accidents, sir. I would like
How?
your advice on it, sir. Sir,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, we are using that fluid we are making metal hollow and putting that fluid inside that, sir.
And that metal would be used as a chassis to a particular vehicle, or how is it?
Yeah. To the front and back, sir. It is to prevent damages and save lives, sir.
All right. Okay. We can set up a separate session, Ganesha, on this. You can take Suryansh's help.
Yes,
So
sir,
that's
Yeah.
a
definitely.
separate
So,
session.
sir, I just want my review. I'll tell my idea, sir. So my idea is like how Zepto came up with the idea by selling almost everything in 10 minutes. My idea is that like normally it's not in India, but in US there are some certain centers where citizens of US can go there and they can deposit. I mean, they can wash their clothes in a washing machine and come back. So what if I create an app in which uh, I mean employee of mine will go and collect the clothes of them and wash it in the our off center and we'll give it back to them in an hour. Like how's the idea, sir?
Yeah, yeah, there are already few startups, Laundry Wala and all. I have heard about them. So they are doing that. Yes, idea per se is good. Idea per se is good. So there are a lot of ideas, I'm sure. So you guys at a very, very, 6th to 12th standard, that is what I understood from Suryansh. So as of now, it's always good to, think on those lines. But you guys have to parallelly, finish your graduations, your masters and all. It's always good to think about those ideas. So probably maybe after this sessions, Suryansh can collate those things, and then we can have maybe separate wherever you need my advice. We can connect offline, or we can have certain repeated topics. For example, on say pitch decks or whatever. We can have a separate follow-up sessions also. So Suryanshu, you can
Okay, sir,
collate
thank
few
you.
of the queries during the weekend. I'll respond to those queries. You can post it in your group.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Sir,
much.
Sir, is it possible to just
Hello, sir. Hello, hello. Hello, sir. One question. Sir, one question.
sir, is it possible to just share one last?
Yeah, please. Last. This is the last question. Please.
Yeah, yes, sir. So yes, I'd love to share my idea. Okay, so when it comes to, for example, visually impaired people, one of the hardest, most difficult problems that they face is navigating in new environments,
True.
right? So so because usually they use normal white sticks to navigate, right, while walking. So we thought instead, how about if we made an advanced stick with built-in obstacle detection? It can navigate them probably with vibration sensors, which can inform the person or warn the person when there's an object in the near distance.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful idea.
yeah, we just
Wonderful idea. We can set up a separate session, Hari, on this. Very good idea. Wonderful idea with a noble cause. I really liked it.
yes.
so then I have
Thank you so
another
much.
idea which is
We
like
can last one. This is
yes,
Ashish. Last one,
yes, sir.
please.
So
Sir,
like
I hope,
I have many
sir,
ideas and one of that idea is electric cars, but it may sound weird, but I have seen from 2 years there has been many pollutions and injuries caused to people in India during Diwali while burning crackers.
Yeah,
So I
true.
thought of like a prototype in which using springs we can send up like some kind of a paper sprinkling disc which I'll set a timer. It'll open when it goes into the air. Like a spring will send it into the air and sound. I'll connect a speakers kind of system which replicates the same sound which will come when normal firecrackers blast. So it will reduce pollution and it will also be safe.
Yeah,
So
But
how's
doesn't
this
it
idea, sir?
cause noise pollution?
If you are
yeah.
thinking about
The
noise,
yeah. Why should we burn cracker? Is the first thing. Anyway, so yeah, it's a nice idea. Maybe substitute of burning crackers and all. Slowly, people are moving towards, green crackers and all. Somebody spoke about noise pollution, so government has laid few norms on the decibel level cracker should have. So yes, these things will slowly come up, and I am glad that students like you, Ashish, are thinking on those lines. Anyway, so we have approached at the end of this session. It has been very interactive, and I am very much impressed by the way you guys are, bubbling with the ideas and all. So look forward to interacting with you. You can share your this through E-21 forum. Suryansh is there, so you can reach out to him. We will stay connected on this forum. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Supraja, any closing remarks from you?
It was really wonderful to have an interactive discussion with everyone and good to see a lot of innovative ideas from young minds like you all. Very impressive.
Yeah. Good luck, students. Good luck. We had a really nice session. I also learned a lot from you. So thank you so much for joining in. Look forward for many more such sessions.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Like, can we submit two or
I
three ideas in the same form?
I have a question.
Okay. Okay.
Should we submit
Like,
the idea in the
can
form of
the
P2P or
ideation submission date can it be extended? Okay.
can we
Thank you.
submit our idea like through PPT or should we just message it?
This is not a doubt on ideation, but can you guys please
I
answer
have a
this
question.
letter?
Hello, hello. I have a question, Suryanshu sir. I have a
Yeah, like,
question. How to start up in school life?
what kind of question is this, bro?
What is startup?
So,
Can we
Hello.
submit two, three ideas, like one, two, three ideas together?
can I
So,
connect?
is there?
Would you help us in making the product after the submission? Like if it is app building, you will help us to make the app.
Hello. Hello. Hello, sir.
So, is the submission date end of day 10th Jan or like on? Okay, thank you.
So if you're creating,
Sir,
if
Will
how
you're
to
there be
creating a whole new tech, will we have funding? Yeah. So we're making compressible clothes. So we are making a whole new tech which can be controlled by your brain. We got the idea, but we need a bit like 25K to make it. Okay.
I have a doubt. Do you think in the presentation, while submitting the form, do you think we should focus on presenting the benefits of the product or the problems that our solution solves? Yeah, in the PPT while we are giving the idea in the Google form.
Like benefits of your product are the problems which you solve.
I am. Okay. Okay, thank
Will
you.
we have an individual session for the presentation?
Like pitching.
We just have to share the PPT.
Okay, thank you.
Where should we present the PPT?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So just a
Should
doubt,
we
like
send you the idea and then
PPT
we
is
will?
for the form, like the ideation form, like we need to submit the PPT in the ideation form. Okay.
Should we send you the idea and then you will give the feedback, or you will ask the task for the same?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.